Wilson Odobert's first interview as a Tottenham Hotspur player. The Spurs Women beat London City Lionesses 6-1 in their first pre-season friendly on Saturday. A 10-goal thriller at Hotspur Way on Saturday as the under-18s won 6-4. A full loan roundup. Berbatov has come out and said that Spurs need Dominic Solanke's quality up front. They need to score goals, not leak goals. A Premier League roundup, and 19-year-old star Jamie Donley has come out and said, I wasn't going to be getting the game time at Spurs. That is why I joined Leyton Orient.
Chris Cowlin. Fan cams. Club news. Transfer news. Match previews, legend interviews, Spurs Women, press conferences, covering everything Tottenham and England.
Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Tottenham News, where I'll be going through all of the latest Spurs news, rumours and reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. So as per usual, let's start with all of the official news released by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club in the last 24 hours. First up, an interview with Wilson Odobert, of course, Tottenham's new signing, his first interview as a Tottenham Hotspur player. This is what you had to say. Tottenham is a big club and it's hugely ambitious too. I think the club and myself share the same ambitions. We're pretty much on the same wavelength. I've got a decent amount of pace. I like to take people on in one-on-one situations, and I like to dribble. I like to get on the ball and have plenty of touches. I like to bring others in too, to entertain and at the same time enjoy my football. He then went on to say, I really feel like I'll be part of a great project here. There is fantastic support and a superb stadium. It is a top club, and all of these factors help convince me to come here. From the offset, I'm really impressed by the stadium and the supporters. Odobert then went on to say, I really want to play and do myself proud in front of the fans. I am so happy to be here. See you all soon on the pitch. On Saturday, the Tottenham Hotspur women were in action in a pre-season friendly. Gunning Williams netted a brace as we kicked off our pre-season programme with a comfortable 6-1 victory over London City Lionesses on Saturday evening. The other goals were scored by Wang, her first goal in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. Naz was also on the score sheet, as well as Thomas and Artinen. Robert Villaham used 23 players during this pre-season friendly, and it was also a first appearance for Ella Thomas, who got the assist for Tottenham's second goal. Now, on Saturday, it was goals galore in Under-18s season opener. Our Under-18s were involved in a goal fest to start the new season, securing a 6-4 win over Crystal Palace at a sunny Hotspur Way. Level at 2-2 at the end of the first half after an own goal and a good strike from Herbie James. We pulled away in the second period as Luca Williams, Bartnett and Ellis Lehane helped themselves to a brace apiece. The latter denied his hat-trick in stoppage time by Palace goalkeeper Marcus Hill. Now for a loan update, Spurs currently have 6 players out on loan: Scarlett, Donley, Hill, Højbjerg, Craig and Valise. Let's start by talking about Jamie Donley. He made his debut for Leyton Orient on Saturday. He was wearing the number 17 shirt. He played the first 70 minutes as Orient lost 1-0 at Charlton. He had 25 touches in the game, completing 7 successful passes. He created 1 chance. Dane Scarlett made his Oxford debut on Friday evening as his side lost 3-2 at Coventry. He came off the bench in the 89th minute. On Saturday, Matthew Craig started for Barnsley as his side beat Lincoln City 2-1 away from home. He played the first 56 minutes of the game. He had 22 touches and 1 pass into the final third. Brian Hill started for Girona on Saturday, playing the first 81 minutes as his side drew 1-1 away at Real Betis. He lost the most duels in the game, which was 11, 90% accurate passes, created 2 chances. He had 4 shots, 1 on target. He had a total of 77 touches in the game, 8 in the opposition box, and he was dispossessed 6 times. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is currently on loan at Marseille. I know they do have an obligation to buy, but he is still on loan at the moment. He played the full 90 minutes for Marseille as they beat Brest 5-1 away on Saturday. 92% accurate passes. He completed the most passes in the game, which was 88 passes. He had 120 touches in the game, 4 passes into the final third. Tackles won 67%. Now, the match officials have been confirmed for Tottenham's trip to Leicester on Monday evening. The referee will be Chris Kavanagh. His assistants will be Lee Betts and Richard West. Fourth official, Robert Jones. VAR, David Coote. And assistant VAR, Steve Meredith. Former Spurs star Dimitar Berbatov has been talking about Tottenham's new signing Dominic Solanke. This is what he had to say. He scored 19 goals last season in 38 games. It's a great thing to do. Hopefully, he will bring that form into Tottenham to help them score goals because they need to score goals, not leak them. Hopefully, they can start on the right foot and keep going upwards. Dominic can help them because he is 26. He is tall. He is athletic. He scores goals. He can shoot the ball. He scores some really good goals for a striker, and he can bring that quality up front that Spurs need. So, of course, the new Premier League season kicked off on Friday evening at Old Trafford as Manchester United beat Fulham 1-0. Now, Saturday's results, Ipswich 0, Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2, Wolves 0, Everton 0, Brighton 3, Newcastle 1, Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest drew 1-1 at home against Bournemouth, and West Ham lost 2-1 at home against Aston Villa. Now, a couple of games will take place on Sunday. Brentford will take on Crystal Palace and Chelsea will take on the champions, Manchester City. And then, of course, Spurs will be in action on Monday evening against Leicester. 19-year-old Tottenham star Jamie Donley, currently on loan at Leyton Orient, has provided the reasons why he chose to go on loan at Leyton Orient. He has come out and said there wasn't going to be enough game time for me at Spurs. This is what he had to say.
My first pre-season with Tottenham was very successful. I played a lot of minutes out there, training with them every day and seeing some of the best players in the world and seeing how good they are and learning off them really. And obviously coming back, I think there wasn't going to be enough game time for me there, so I think the right thing to do was to come out on loan, and I think this is the perfect club for me. I think I can really push this team, and I think my aim is to help this team to get to the playoffs. So I think we're definitely good enough with all the staff, the players, and especially the fans. I think we can definitely do that. That's my aim for this season. My teammates that have been on loan before have said just to be yourself, and obviously this is men's football, so I'm going to learn from good experience, and hopefully there's not as many bad ones, but yeah, it's a learning experience.
Now, in other news, the Daily Express have stated that Jose Mourinho is planning to raid former club Tottenham after approving a move for Fenerbahce to sign Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso. Sky Sports pundit Paul Merson has come out and said that Spurs signing Dominic Solanke now makes Spurs a top 4 contender. Spurs could be the dark horses this season. Pundit Owen Hargreaves has come out and said, I like Solanke. I'm amazed that nobody else came in for him. I think he is the perfect centre forward and he knows the Premier League. He could become the Golden Boot winner at the end of the season. The Football Insider have stated that Ashley Phillips will go out on loan in the next couple of weeks, and also Spurs are also planning for Manor Solomon to leave the club in the coming days. Now, my thoughts on everything in this episode. Let's start by talking about the under-18s, because what a win that was for them on Saturday. 6-4 against Crystal Palace. Some super entertaining, fast attacking football from them. And I'll tell you what, I have been so impressed with the youngsters, because the under-18 team have completely changed. The under-21 team have completely changed. The under-21s, of course, guided by Wayne Burnett, went to Kings Meadow to play Chelsea on Friday evening, and we beat Chelsea 2-1. And when you think about the players that have gone from that team, the likes of Moore, Donley, of course Dorrington isn't there, he's out injured at the moment. Will Lancashire isn't in the under-21s at the moment, and they are still getting results like that, beating Chelsea 2-1 away. So absolutely brilliant. And you know, Spurs keep producing all of these top youngsters, and it's very, very exciting. A lot of these youngsters are looking absolutely brilliant right now, and the turnover of the top talent is fantastic at the football club. So I think the future is very bright in terms of us producing players for the future. And of course, you know, Wayne Burnett actually said on Friday evening, you know, their job is to try and get the players, you know, as close to the first team as possible, and to get minutes in the first team. And they are certainly doing that, having this, you know, great wave of players coming through and getting first team minutes in pre-season. And of course now it's about the players getting opportunities in the Premier League, in the Europa League, the League Cup, FA Cup, etc. So the likes of Mikey Moore, it looks like he is going to be part of Ange Postecoglou's squad for the new season. So exciting times ahead. Spurs Women won their first pre-season friendly 6-1 on Saturday against London City Lionesses. A great start for them. Robert Wilhelm, of course, used 23 players. The Spurs Women have got 3 new signings in. A lot has changed, very similar to the men's side. A lot has happened in the last 12 months since Robert Wilhelm took over. He took over, of course, the same time as Ange Postecoglou. So a lot has happened in the men's side. A lot has happened in the women's side. And I know that Robert Wilhelm, you know, I've spoke to him a fair few times. His hope for this coming season is to be able to, you know, get closer to those 3 top Champions League spots. So, you know, the club have really come on a lot since his appointment last summer. So long may that continue. Wilson Odobert's first interview as a Tottenham Hotspur player, he comes across extremely well. And I know I say this a lot. You know, since Ange Postecoglou has come in and the signings that have come in, you know, Ange has said on many, many occasions, it's not just about the player, it is about the person as well. And Spurs seem to just sign, you know, decent people, decent players. And Odobert, you know, coming across extremely well, as I say, and he played a lot for Burnley last year. And I can't wait to see him in a Spurs shirt. I'm very, very excited. I know a lot of Burnley fans, you know, I spoke to a fair few of them in the last 24 hours or so about him, and they are very sorry to see him go. They are telling me that we have got a top talent. Andy Hodgson, of course, TV and radio presenter, put a clip out of him on Saturday talking about Odobert, and he has stated that Odobert is going to be our next Aaron Lennon. He thinks he's that good. So exciting times. On the loan update, I know a few people have been a little frustrated or confused why I put Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in the loan update. He is still a Spurs player. I know Marseille do have an obligation to buy him at the end of the season, but as it stands, he is on a loan deal at Marseille until the end of the season, so I will include him on all loan updates. Jamie Donley, of course, made his debut for Leyton Orient on Saturday. I know a couple of Leyton Orient fans, and they were at the game. They said that he had a good chance early on, and then he was quite quiet in that game. But I've no doubt that Jamie Donley will really grab his opportunity and his chance to shine in the League One side. Leyton Orient, I think he's going to do extremely well. The interview that he did with Leyton Orient, where he came out and said that, you know, there wasn't going to be the game time, you know, at Spurs, and that's why he went out on loan to Orient. And like I've said in previous episodes, I think it's a great move for him. I think he's going to get some, you know, I think he's going to get a lot of minutes there. I think he's going to shine. I think he's going to do extremely well. And he's come out and actually said that the manager, Richie Wellens, has come out and said that I'm going to make you a better player. That is exactly what you need. A little frustrating with players like Dane Scarlett, you know, making his debut for Oxford on Friday evening, coming on in the 89th minute. We just don't want another scenario where the likes of Dane Scarlett is going out on loan and they're not getting minutes, exactly like what happened at Ipswich. You know, Ipswich apparently last season promised him a lot of game time. He didn't get it. It's very, very important for the development of these players. That's why I'm so pleased that someone like Leyton Orient have taken Jamie Donley, and they are so obviously going to give him a lot of minutes in that team. And like Donley said in his interview with Leyton Orient, he can play in so many different positions. You know, for the under-21s, I've seen him play pretty much everywhere, apart from goal. You know, he's so versatile, really, really decent player, one for the future, and I think he's going to be a really, really good loan move for him. And as I've said on previous episodes, that, you know, hopefully when I get time, you know, not following Spurs home and away, I can get down to Brisbane Road and hopefully see him a fair few times throughout the season. Dimitar Berbatov has come out and said that Spurs need Solanke's quality up front. They need to score goals, not leak goals. Of course, that is exactly why we bought Dominic Solanke. Ange Postecoglou speaks so highly of him. And, you know, Postecoglou has come out and said, you know, that, you know, we needed a striker. We needed an out-and-out striker. He improves the team, which I completely agree. He does improve the team. If we can get those chances into him, the likes of Maddison now need to step up. Heung-min Son, Timo Werner, Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson and co, you know, they need to play those balls in for Dominic Solanke, and I've absolutely no doubt that he will finish and score a hatful of goals. You know, it's even being stated by Paul Merson that Spurs could be the dark horses this season in the Premier League, and it makes Spurs now contenders for top 4 with Dominic Solanke. Owen Hargreaves has actually come out and said that Dominic Solanke could be the Golden Boot winner at the end of the season. Let's hope, you know, as Berbatov said, let's hope that he can continue that form that, you know, for Bournemouth last year into this Tottenham Hotspur team. I think he will get a lot more chances in this Spurs team. I think he will get a lot of chances. You know, the way that we play, you know, Ange ball, the attacking style, he should score a lot of goals. Danny Murphy the other day said that he should score, or he was predicting that he's going to score 15. I tell you what, in this Tottenham team, he could score 20 plus easy. If he's scoring 19 for Bournemouth last year, I think that we are going to create a lot more chances than the Bournemouth team did last year, and he should score 20 plus. The Premier League is up and running. Of course, the likes of Manchester United and Arsenal have got off to winning starts. Everton, who we play after the Leicester game Saturday, they lost 3-0 at home to Brighton, so that's going to be an interesting one. A lot of Everton fans are moaning, saying that Sean Dyche hasn't changed anything from last year, so that's going to be an interesting one for our second Premier League game. But of course, we face Leicester first up on Monday evening. Let's hope that we can start the season with 3 points, and let's hope that Dominic Solanke can get off to a great start in a Spurs shirt. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you listen to this on an audio platform, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.